In today's video, we will be discussing how to create boundaries with unconscious people. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, or it could be a coworker. And by the end of this video, you will understand what it means to use these unconscious people as a tool for your awakening. What's up, everyone? My name is Morsi, and if you're new to this channel is all about creating your own reality through your spiritual awakening process. And if you find that the words in this video resonate with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, the thing about unconscious people is that we cannot avoid them. When you think about the more you awaken, and the more you ascend along your spiritual awakening process, you become more sensitive to the energies around you. So you become more aware to those who are still asleep, to those who are projecting the pain from their past in their actions and in their words, and they're doing this unconsciously. So it's important that when you are confronted with a challenge in terms of being with someone who is unconscious, it's important that you see this as an opportunity to awaken. You see this as an opportunity to practice presence. Because what this does is it gives you these feelings of compassion and empathy, and it takes away less energy from you. Because you have the choice as to what you want within. You have the choice as to what you allow within, and you choose who takes your energy. And the way you choose is by being aware. Awareness, an expanded awareness, is a spiritual awakening. So many times when we talk about boundaries, sometimes we haven't set those boundaries because we're not aware. We're not self-aware. We are not aware of our own values, of our own standards, of how it is that we want people to treat us. So before you think about setting a standard, think about what it is that you expect in a relationship. What do you expect with your coworkers? What do you expect with your friends? And what do you expect with your family members? How do you want to feel? I know that some reasons as to why we have not set those boundaries in the past is maybe we care what others think. Maybe we don't want others to think that we have too high a standards, or we don't want people to think that we're being selfish, or whatever it is that people think when you're trying to set boundaries. Another could be the fear of being alone, loneliness. Having to not be with someone who you've built all these memories with, but not be with them because they may be toxic in your life. They may be someone that you no longer need. And maybe the universe is trying to send you a sign. But it's a little bit scary with the thought of not being with them anymore and having to be alone. That could be another reason. I know another reason when I think about my past is like sometimes when I would speak up about my boundaries, it would get shut down. And sometimes we don't create boundaries because of these thoughts from the past, our experiences from the past that have been ingrained in our subconscious. So now that is the way we think, and that is the way we feel. And what this does sometimes is it makes us create excuses for the other person instead of creating a boundary for ourselves. I found that creating boundaries is a practice of self-love. It's a practice of self-awareness. And this is the way we ascend along the spiritual awakening process. And do understand, when you create boundaries, there are going to be people who are upset. But let me tell you, the healthy people in your life will not be upset that you are creating boundaries. It's only those who are unconscious. It's only those who are so focused on protecting themselves and trying to prove themselves that they won't have the awareness to understand your needs. So there are about 3 ways for you to create boundaries. And one is to try to make it work. Try to communicate your needs. Communicate what it is that you expect. After you spent that time with yourself, maybe you journaled, maybe you reflected on your day, maybe you even reflected on a bad experience you had with that person. Try to work it out. Think of a time when you are with them and they are not completely possessed by the pain in them. Because many times when we confront people and it's their ego and it's not them, and it's that ego that's trying to protect an identity, they are speaking from pain. And when you're trying to speak to that person, they're going to respond with pain. And a lot of times the best things to do in those situations is to be non-responsive. So the best time to communicate your needs is when you are both okay, when you are both in a high vibrational state and you're open to listening to each other. I found that when it comes to communicating your needs, two people communicating your needs, and this might be in a close relationship, maybe with a spouse or maybe with a family member or a friend. When it comes to that, pay attention to their actions more than their words. So now that you have set this boundary and you said, okay, this is how I want to feel and be respected, and this is how you will feel and be respected, pay attention to their actions and how often they stick to their word. Because you have to truly be honest with yourself and ask, do I need this person in my life? How necessary is this person in my life? So you understand that if they don't follow what it is that you two agreed upon, then you have to consider and really think about, do you need this person in your life? Are they helping you to evolve? Are they helping you become a better person? And if you don't know exactly what your values are, what your standards are, be sure to feel within. Because your intuition will tell you when you feel those feelings of fear, of guilt, of regret, any of those fears that bring up a sense of disease, that is your intuition telling you that this situation is not right for you and that is not something that resonates with you. So it's important that you feel for within. Get used to feeling and knowing, and that will strengthen your intuition. Because it's up to you to truly accept what is happening. Because the moment you just accept it, the moment you stop creating excuses for the other person or blaming yourself and accept that this is happening, then you will come to terms with feeling for within and trusting for what you're feeling within and say, you know what, this doesn't make me happy. I've tried and it's not making me happy. And I have to accept that this is who this person is. And at this point, us being together, it's not going to change who they are. It's not going to change who I am. And maybe us being apart is what will help the both of us grow. So those are this perspective and the mentality, the healthy mentality that you should have when it comes to creating these boundaries with those who are unconscious and those who are holding you back. Now, another way that you can create boundaries is to love from afar. Keep your distance. And I know this might be a good solution for toxic family members. We love our family, but sometimes we don't resonate when we're with them all the time. So it's important that we understand who we are and we don't allow their words to take control of us and for them to drain our energy. Because I can tell you that family is probably one of the most difficult types of people to remain present with. And so it's important that you understand that family is one of the most difficult. So when you are faced with this and you want to be sure you stay grounded in who you are and not allow these outside experiences to move you, be extremely present. And when I say that, feel for the energy throughout your body. When you hear them say something that triggers you, instead of reacting, feel that energy. Don't give it a story, feel it. And observe how it dissolves. Observe how that energy has no power over you. And you're able to think clearly. And you're able to say, you know what? I'm going to let you be you. I'm going to let you handle what it is that you're dealing with within. But I am going to stay grounded in who I am, because I have the choice to choose what I want within. Now, one of the last ways in which you can create a boundary is completely cutting someone off and saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm not able to have this person in my life. And I think that's happened to all of us. And I know in the times that I had to make that decision, it was at a point when I tried over and over again. It was at a point where I tried to communicate. It was at a point where I tried to keep my distance. And in that moment, in those moments when I kept my distance, that's when I was able to be alone. That's when I was able to understand my values, my standards, and reflect on my past and say, you know what? I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to evolve. And every single time I go back to surrounding myself with this person and their energy, all I do is get drained of my own energy, and I stay stagnant, and I don't move, and I don't move forward. I don't push forward. I'm not becoming the person I want to be. And I know many times that idea is very scary, but what happens is when you continue to go back, all you're going to do is go through the same lesson over and over again, because that's what the universe does. The universe gives us the same lesson over and over and over again until we master it. And when I say master it, when we become extremely aware of how this lesson or how this relationship is making us feel. Creating boundaries is all about self-awareness. And self-awareness is what helps you to evolve. Self-awareness is what allows you to ascend. And I'll tell you that the moment you break away from this negative energy that is holding you back, you will feel so free. You'll feel your vibration raise, and you'll feel liberated. You will feel more like who you truly are. It's just a matter of taking that step. The universe only gives these rewards to those who are willing to trust in what it's trying to create for you, to trust in what it's trying to do for you. Sometimes we think that things are scary, and we think due to the fact that it's unknown, due to our fears and not knowing what's about to happen. But if you make that step and you reflect on your life and you choose you, and if you say, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of respect, and I'm worthy of my freedom. And once you understand your worth and what you're worthy of, and you make that step, that is when the universe starts bringing you all these opportunities. You are now opening space for healthy relationships. Or maybe you are even opening space for time to learn how to love yourself, to learn how to be with you, because you're going to be with you your entire life. There's no guarantee that you're going to be with the people around you for your entire life, but you will be with you. So it's important that you know who you are. I found that during my alone time, I used that as a time to visualize how I would confront this person. I find that visualization is incredibly powerful because what it does, it preps your mind to be a new you. Visualization, it can change the way you think and the way you feel about yourself. Because as you're working on being self-aware, you become aware of those limiting beliefs that you were carrying within your mind, within your subconscious. Your awareness brings it up to your conscious mind, and now you can start visualizing who it is that you want to be. Now, I created a video on changing the way you see yourself, and I will put a link right here up in this corner so you could check that out. And I talk about the power of using visualization as a way to change how you think and how you feel about who you are. Visualization will help you to prep you when it comes to remaining present when you are confronted with those who are unconscious. So it'll prep you to feel within. It preps you to not react to the other. I know that every experience in terms of creating boundaries is unique. So it's important for you to think about your wants and needs. It's important for you to understand that if you are in a situation where you cannot get out, it's to put your intention out to the universe and say, I am in the situation I can't get out. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's a toxic relationship where you are afraid to get out. It's understanding that the power lies within you. So if you're ready to move forward, and if you're ready to have healthy relationships and not have to be surrounded by this energy, it's up to you to believe that you will receive opportunity so that you can be free. Because it's your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts are energy vibrating at a particular lifeline. So when you truly believe and you truly know that, you know what, there's a way to get out of this. I don't know what it is at this moment, but I know I can get out of this. And when you have that power and that feeling of knowing, your thoughts send out a signal. It sends out a signal. And what it does is the universe, it starts to create and form for you. It starts to create what it is, those opportunities into form and circumstance into your external reality. So you have to believe that you're worthy of leaving, and you have to believe that you're ready, and trust that your expanded awareness is your protection. Now, I created a video on dealing with manipulators, dealing with manipulation and guilt. Because guilt is a huge reason as to why we have these toxic relationships that we stay in. So I'm going to put that video right here in the corner so you can check that out. I found that that has been so powerful in me understanding how to keep my own energy and how to not allow someone else to take my energy and use it for their own better good temporarily. It expanded my own awareness. So I encourage you to check out that video up there. My name is Morsi, and I hope this video resonated with you. I hope this video gave you a little bit of power within you to create a boundary, to love yourself, and to know who you are. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a like and a comment down below. And also check out these two videos right here, as they will also help you in understanding how to create your own reality. Until next time, peace.